Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the cold fields of some Moscow winter with me, your host Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're officially exciting 1 vs 1. Well, on some Moscow winter, as I rather hinted at in the beginning here. In the south, we got Sterling Archer fighting here for the Soviet Union, taking on the role here of the 7th Mechanized Corps, versus in the north, we got Ruka Dezman fighting here for Germany, Deutschland, the 83rd Infantry Division with Ostrom Doctrine. They've chosen immediately 2 Ostrom squads out there. These got bulletins for packs, Panzerfaust and 222s versus Sterling Archer's all infantry. He's also got Terror Tactics, Third Reserve Army and Lend-Lease Tactics. A mix of units and upgrades available from there. KV-8s, Shock Troopers, Partisans, Submachine Guns, Howitzers, Dushkas and M4C Shermans. So, rushing ahead there with the Ostrom, spreading out actually quite aggressively across the map here. And we got sort of the same spread here from Russian player, though that's less surprising. It's more than a Wehrmacht player does it, of course, and then of course with Ostrom it is pretty much what most players will try and go for. Sort of a broad approach, secure as much of the maps they can, using their cheap troops, and sort of occupying a good position initially in that way, sort of try and draw the opponent into engagement. That's not going to end up too well for him, because the Ostrom basically are cheaper and can sort of fight more or less on the same level. Constantly being caught out in the open. Ostrom flying where there with their Kar 98K, so you got Pioneer continuing to grab territory here. And there we go, almost got the fuel point here. MD42 almost there for Dezman. Engineers moving in from the south. Conscripts holding up the centre, conscripts are arriving there, and we got 3rd conscript squad there for Sterling Archer. Also engaged by engineers, quickly occupying the building and pretty much holding the engineers from advancing towards the fuel point there in the first place. Also grabbing territory there, conscripts grabbing territory there. A few skirmishes so far between the two sides here across the map. Barbed wire here to sort of prevent movement into that area. Going straight for the fuel point there. MD42 looks like moving towards the centre here. Ostrom looks like they're being diverted northwards to help around the fuel point there. That's going to leave him a bit weaker around here. And of course, if Sterling Archer was to prove, they'd be pretty good off. Looks like there might be happening something there as well. Ostrom caught by the conscripts. Pretty bad position actually. The conscripts are now close. The Ostrom are taking losses. And now they're quickly bleeding out. Getting some kills in there, but overall this is not engagement that is actually in Dezman's favor. And he's actually going for a sniper. I would have figured at least, you know, another Ostrom squad here, but now he goes for another. He goes for a sniper, not another sniper, but a sniper in the first place, hoping to bleed out Sterling Archer. Oh, close there. It's actually going to get closer between the Ostrom and their conscripts, but still, conscripts should happen there before jumping on their conscripts there. And there go down to 1 man. Last man is off running there. Pioneers versus conscripts. Pioneers still are simply putting up for dealing with the conscripts there. Dezman will have to retreat the Pioneers right by now, otherwise he very much risks losing the Pioneer squad. Officer available here for Dezman. There we go. We got Molotovs up, rushing up the Ostrom there. He's still got plenty of resources for other things. In fact, we're going for the fielding firm there. So only 3 conscripts so far. Ostrom closing in there. Oh, getting into the house, but again, they'll be occupying mostly other windows, so they'll be largely safe. But not quite. Some of them are still getting cooked.
Comrades, we have now installed a few.
But do we have to stand in the flames? Yes, Comrade Stalin demands you stand in the flames rather than the other windows where you would be safe, comrade. So do it, or you will be punished for treason towards the Soviet state. Sniper was coming towards the west. He's probably trying to recapture the western fuel point. Well, capture it in the first place. So far, Sterling Archer's managed to occupy both fuel points. He's got a mine going down there. The ever tricky mined doormat trick there. Certain particular like pulling this one off, though most of the other factions can also pull off. Wehrmacht not so much. I mean, S-mines don't quite work the same way. Comes there taking losses, sniper opening up. Ostrom taking losses as they're pushing in, but oh, there we go, Molotov catching the fascists in the flames of the motherland. Back here we got take up for Dezman. Mines going down here. He's obviously well being rushed by vehicles, something hunting down his troops there. We got support and company up here for Sterling Archer. No huge surprises there. Going for the fuel point there. He's still kind of spreading out though. He's still playing a bit risky instead of trying to make a sort of concerted push someplace. More doormats being mined there. Sergey, you don't actually have to lay down a doormat that says welcome there. But you know, I like to be polite, said Boris. I like to be polite. Even if I am blowing people up, I still like to be polite. I'd like to make a nice company up there for Dezman. Engineers being about. Guns being pushed back here by the Osttruppen. In the centre, sniper MG42 covering out things. The sniper being heading eastwards. We've got a maximum on the way ahead to support Sterling Archer. So far, in terms of force composition, nothing sort of really indicates he could be going for either thing. I mean, he's got 3 conscripts. I mean, he could go for Soviet Reserve. But generally, you'd go for 4 conscripts at the very least if you still want to go for that, so you can take full advantage of all the bonuses your conscripts will get. I mean, again, these tactics though. Some like to go for maximum. Dushkas could go, I think, works nicely there. Terror tactics could also work very well there, so it really comes down to what Sterling Archer decides on there versus Dezman. I mean, if in fact consider that Dezman's got a lot of Osttruppen, well, Soviet Reserve with its conscripts upgrade package is really pretty good, since that would pretty much allow the conscripts to easily outdo the Osttruppen. So I mean, that's definitely one thought for there. Oh, mine went off. Oh, and he lost the MG42 crew. Oh.
Supply sector under attack.
Harsh loss there for Dezman. An MG42 lost like that. Nicely mined there. There we got a max moving up here against the Osttruppen, going for the victory point there. Osttruppen needs to grab the victory point, munitions point, then get the victory point. Pioneer saying southwards. More mines there. He's certainly worried about, you know, vehicle rushes there from Sterling Archer. Trying to deal with that, prepare for it ahead. We've got a 2-2 out here for Dezman, sent in from a nearby Panzer Division to provide support for the 83rd Infantry Division, holding the village here, at least attempting to. Sandbags, they're not quite finished, so the enemy can't use it. No sign of an officer there for Dezman, or trenches. Larger push here. Osttruppen in a rather bad position to get into proper cover there. They're basically east out flank there. To engage the maximum up north. And there we go, seeing the maximum running, defending the fuel point. We got Pioneers going here, checking out the mines there, claiming the welcome map there.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And there we go, that is done. Molotov there, right behind the Osttruppen, though it certainly does make things a bit warmer for them. Sniper pulls back. The lack of MD42 certainly makes it hard for him to control the centre, and Sterling Archer's movements in there. So of course the question is, will Dezman actually get replaced, but MD42 will be getting something else? Half-tracks, Panzer Grenadiers, more Osttruppen, Grenadiers.
Resupply by air is now available, Commander.
Something again, there we go, caught by the sniper. As he vaulted over, very nice shot there by the sniper. More losses to moving in. There we go. Molotov against the Pioneers there. We got no anti-tank grenade by the way here to note for Sterling Archer. In fact, he's taking up and could very quickly go for a T-70 in a matter of seconds. There we go. If he wants to, he can go for it. He could go for the half-track, but he doesn't have the munitions for it. So at least upgraded. Of course, you could still go for it. Use it to transport troops. And there we go. The auction. It is Soviet Reserve Army. Being sent in to support here the Mechanized Corps. Mechanized Corps being the Soviet equivalent of a, say, German Panzer Division or Western Armored Division. It actually had a sort of mix of infantry, armor, and sort of mechanized units. The Soviet Tank Corps, which was the equivalent, was again sort of divisional equivalent, was actually just mostly tanks with a bit of infantry, but not a lot of combined arms elements there. It's a little fun fact there, and the whole Corps thinking about after Operation Barbarossa, where the Soviets basically suffered so huge armored losses that they basically sort of cut down on a lot of things. So, for example, a Soviet tank company might only have a few tanks in the equivalent of a platoon, for example. So there were some changes there, and they basically just stuck with it throughout the war. Partly, I think, just sort of trying to deceive the Germans, which the Germans didn't quite bite into, or at least quickly caught on to. Panzer Grenadiers there running for Dezman, T-7 on the way there for Sterling Archer. We'll probably be seeing some submachine guns going up for those conscripts soon enough. That'll definitely make things really unpleasant for Dezman's Osttruppen, since the conscripts then will have the advantage quite clearly with the submachine guns, the PPH-41. Engineers here versus Osttruppen, Veterans 1 gain there. Got Western fuel point again, and we've got here tech up for Dezman and Germany. Conscripts towards the centre, and there we go, light tank out here for Sterling Archer. Panzer Grenadier engaging conscripts, no submachine guns there. So that should certainly make things easier for the Panzer Grenadier. Also being flanked by conscripts. So far, I don't think Sterling Archer is actually upgrading any of his conscripts. Well, there we go, we got one squad there actually with the submachine guns on the way. T-7 moving in. We got mines that have been spotted. Panzer need to retreat though. He's got no anti-tank, all he's got is basically the Teller mines. Could actually risk losing the Panzer Grenadiers here. Closer to the Teller mine. Looks like he doesn't quite pursue though into the base. Also Mayer holding out against the conscripts as best they can, getting in a few kills there for Deutschland. So also marching from, well, the other end of the road. More units charging. Oh dear! That Teller mine act ended up paying off. It's an interesting position there, but there you go, T-70 down. In the end, managed a single kill before taken out by Teller mine, and that is actually pretty interesting. It's generally not the sort of mines, but I just figured to be worked on, but it was. So that's a bit of a nasty surprise there for Sterling Archer, and certainly sets him back. Field gun on the way, mortar on the way. He's got the Suprema Corps, but he's yet to build it. Right here we got Ostrom versus the conscripts, sending them running. Submachine guns moving out of course. Now also got anti-tank grenades now. Sterling Archer's conscripts are pretty heavily equipped with Molotovs, anti-tank grenades, and submachine guns. Up north, conscripts said running here by the 222. Pioneers following up. Mortar arriving there, probably to fight in the centre, sort of trying to deny buildings and cover to Sterling Archer. Panzer Grenadier sniper also moving in there. Heavy push into the centre for the map there. And Ostrom creeping about there on the eastern side of the map. Sis-3 arriving there, and Sniper Panzers here getting caught by the Maxim, held up there inside the house. Mortar's going to be quite handy there. Pioneers looking for mines here, 2-2 holding back, not wanting to rush into any mines, getting, you know, suffer some pretty nasty damages. Right, looks like he's going to give up on this for now. Now we actually see the Maxim moved over here. Sterling Archer seemingly predicting what Dezman's going to do here. We actually got a mortar out here as well now for Sterling Archer, bringing out artillery of his own. He's pushed away, going for the cut-off point there, denying munitions. And there goes some flanking in behind the Maxim, though not really the best flanking unit. Field gun opening up as well, not ordered to only shoot at armour, there you go. But, well, it's all been given away there by its shooting. Do we have anything here? There's a farm, of course, still there for Dezman. He probably should get that as soon as possible. Sniper veterans 1, hammer piercing explosive around there, or incendiary explosive around would be pretty good. I think at some point, perhaps against these engineers. None though, and up here going for the victory point, 2-2 still holding back, not really doing anything. Perhaps Dezman forgot about it. Playing up behind here, the engineers, we could see up there, we could see wide. Pretty bad news there for Sterling Archer if that's the case, but there you go. Large conscript force moving in and out. You can see here the lack of an MG42 is really going to hurt Dezman. Of course, got nothing to halt this tide of bullets. One Panzer squad and one sniper is not going to be enough to hold it. Not without veterans 3 for the Panzer Grenadiers and the sniper, then they might have a chance. Right. Some going points. I'm a bit surprised really that Dezman has not gotten a replacement MG42 or even considered it. Still no support corps. He really should be getting up. There they go, going for the car front. Well done. Also being assaulted here by conscripts. More some nearby to help support. And the 2-2 is still not really doing anything. The also a lot of trouble here versus the conscripts. Probably not going to be a wipe, but still some good damage there. We still got one awesome squad there, which the conscripts could also probably deal with. No sign of that. Back in the base. Still no support corps there for Dezman. Really should get it going. And at the same time, Sterling Archer should consider vehicles armour, all taking up himself a mechanised armour company. And a few fuel caches would also do him good, I think. Conscripts pushed away there. close to setting off his own mine there, Mr. Dezman, and there we go, finally, the Pommel Court going up there for the 83rd Infantry Division. Armor will finally arrive. Panzergrenadier moving ahead. A lot of rumbling. Ostrom reinforcing, so Pommel Court almost done. Going for the cut-off there as well. 2-2. Still forgotten. You know, Helmut, sometimes it kind of feels like we've been forgotten here. Yeah, stop complaining, otherwise we'd get shot at. Yeah, I know, I just don't like to be forgotten at the front line, you know, on the battlefield. I'd rather be forgotten somewhere in Berlin. Paris. Panther on the way there for Dezman. He needs to finally needs to get flushed him out there with a grenade. Jumped out there right at the last moment there. That was damn close there by Sterling Archer. Gaining eventually 2. Panzer was struggling to dig them out. Panther 4 halfway done. Still no MP42 there for Dezman. Panther was need to retreat there. I think Veteran T2. Oh, might get the engineers. Then again. Oh. White! Ah! Dezman pushed his luck way too far there. I mean, understandable, but he should have retreated. So close, though, so close. So, again, can't see why he was tempted into it. Getting another sniper's also lost that. He really should be getting an MG42 or something. More Panther grenades. I don't think another sniper right now is going to be the best choice for him. Field gun away here for Sterling Archer. Probably thinking he can't get any armor before, you know, Dezman heads with this tank. And there you go, MD42 being added there to the chop. Fight for the south. Also need to get away from there soon enough. Good hit in the conscripts, halfway gone. Dezman's still got most of the map here, but he's certainly beginning to bleed out a bit there against the Russians. And there we go, another sniper for Dezman, another sniper for Germany. Conscripts taking minor losses there. Need to cover that pass when they go field gun opening up. But avoided getting hit with an anti-tank grenade, getting shot at a bit more. Reinforcing, he's getting more pioneers. Not a bad idea, flamethrower could help him out quite nicely. There we go, northern points grabbed, so maintaining pretty solid map control there. There's Sterling Archer, got a tank. But infantry wise, he's a bit behind there, Sterling Archer. In terms of damage, Sterling Archer's hit. In terms of kills, he's slightly ahead here. Army value wise, Dezman's rather been in the lead, though there have been some times so Sterling Archer's been almost closer to overtaking him. Resource float wise, bit there, but now Sterling Archer's rather more floating here than Mr. Dezman. And in terms of the map control, overall Dezman's sort of in a pretty good situation. I mean, most of all, he's looking reasonably nice again. It's just the infantry that is sort of lagging behind, and he's relying only on Ostrom now versus a force of upgraded conscripts. And the thing about Ostrom is, they can sort of, in right positions, deal with sort of unupgraded infantry. The problem is, once the infantry gets upgraded, the Ostrom very quickly will find themselves pretty much obsolete in one-on-one engagements. Or for that matter, any kind of larger engagements. So what Dezman needs to do is sort of shift towards other infantry, or bring up a lot of support weapons. There's been several MG42s to support them. Otherwise, they're not really going to be much worth there versus all of these conscripts. They're only going to get better as they kill more Ostrom with the submachine guns. So that's really something there that Dezman needs to do. He needs to either bring up a lot more support or a lot more better infantry than the Ostrom. Otherwise, this is not going to work out for Dezman for very long. So that's definitely one thing. I also think he needs to try and attack a bit more through here. I mean, this is basically large sort of open side of the town. If he were to sneak behind, he could possibly catch the field gun and the max from there from an unprepared angle, possibly steal them too and turn them against Sterling Archer. In particular, were to spearhead it with the Panther 4 instead of just trying to attack head on down where the field guns are actually prepared. That would be the less wise idea there for Dezman, unless he intends to lay down the smoke screen before attacking head on. So some considerations there for Dezman. For Sterling Archer, he needs to be, you know, taking up. And there he goes, got the mechanized armor company on the wing. Can in fact go for some T-34-76s. That is good. And a lot, of course, is considered some rapid conscription here or there, or perhaps even a howitzer to support his men and to sort of bombard Dezman in any sort of position he tries to attack or defend. That is certainly also an option. Then, of course, there's always, you know, calling in partisan tank hunters to help finish off a escaping tank or something like that. So in that sense, Sterling Art's got a few options. We need to put more pressure on the western side, though. Also, Dezman needs to remember that 2-2, but more pressure on the western side, push that up and force Dezman to sort of divert more resources there. I mean, the more he can leave the Ostrom sort of just defend large amounts of terrain, I mean, the better really for Sterling Art, because again, the Ostrom just can't compete anymore. Not with the conscripts out like that. So really, Sterling Archer just try and sort of make engagements where Dezman's really forced the most to rely on them tactical terrain, in which case he's just going to lose. If he can do that, he might have a pretty good chance of winning. Of course, with the T-34-76 arriving soon, that's definitely going to be a lot more likely. So, let us return to the fight and see what happens next. Panzer IV's going to repair, so we've got S-Mans going up to defend the northern point. Good work. You could also consider a machine gun bunker to defend here. Panzer IV supporting, not repaired though, a bit more risky here for Dezman and his panzers. Ostrom shooting a bit away, Max holding up, double field guns moving in as well. Molotov against the Ostrom, not their best day. Sniper moving up, Ostrom moving in, Mortar supporting. And there we go, Maximo out of the sniper, sending him running pretty swiftly. Pioneer's pulling back as well. 2-2. Still not moving. I mean, that's really impressive. He just has completely forgotten about the existence of the 2-2-2.
Well done. We have forced the enemy down to 200 points.
It's like a family member he pretends doesn't exist. Oh, it actually moved! It moved! It's a miracle! It moved! I think. Am I just imagining things now? Am I so desperate for it to do something that I just begin imagining it's actually moving? Oh, cheeky! Using the anti-tank passes to sneak up and grab the victory point there. He's pretty cheeky there by Sterling Archer. And there you go, first T-34-76 on the way, and in a matter of minutes he can get another one. Dezman still not getting an MB-42 or some Panzer Grenadiers, even some Grenadiers to upgrade for the light machine gun.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
More mines going down there. Panzer IV moving up, fun repaired by the way. Getting conscripts, engineers, sniper hanging about, Ostrom as well. And there we go, T-34 arriving. More units moving into grab territory here and there, putting more pressure onto Dezman's left flank.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Ooh, that was a close one. Very close one. No serious response there towards the western flank from Dezman. Not even the 2-2-2. T-34 engaged the Panzer IV. We got the field guns going out with the Panzer IV. And, oh no. That's not going to get out of there alive, I fear. There you go, Panzer IV down. Called in the anti-tank punches for some extra anti-tank firepower, but just really T-34 2 field guns there took it down to 1/4 of its health in a matter of shots there. There's no way that's going to get out of there alive. Again, he should have been more careful about attacking head on, because it just means Sterling Archer will be pointing all of his guns towards that angle. And in that case, Dezman's Panzer crew got permanently and terminally punished for it. Moment off there. Still no better infantry for Dezman. Still a slightly worrying reliance on Ostrom. But there you go, second Panzer IV arriving. Sterling Archer needs to wait roughly a minute. If he doesn't reinforce any units, he can get himself another T-34. And he can easily use his conscripts bar now to repair the T-34-76s. Remember, with the reserve army, you get the conscript repair kit, which again allows some troop repair tanks. So far, this is occupied with other things. Ostrom fighting up in the north here as engineers and tank partizans might just be able to win this one out. Conscripts being sniped to death there. Ostrom getting off a few hits here and there as well. Leaving veterans if they're out in the open, they're not really that good. And there we go, Mortar goes down. T-34 moving up, shoots. Doesn't quite get a hit, and fighting continues up here still. The Austrian just bleeding out, and there we go. Sterling Archer conducts retreat in the face of these not quite mighty infantrymen. And he moves his Panzer IV right into the same position when the first one got blown to bits. Dezman, don't you learn from what happened just previously? As he just got bullheaded and refuses to think otherwise. Also needs to retreat, Panzer goes around. Don't! I'm surprised in that sense that Dezman's actually not considering gaining a single pack 40 here either. But he definitely needs to change his tactical approach when dealing with the village, because right now again, what he's just doing is feeding Sterling Archer's weapon crews and tanks. He needs to attack from other angles. He needs to, make it harder for Sterling Archer just to concentrate all guns on one point, because that's really all he's doing right now. And again, it just means Dezman is taking, the narrowest path into the most amount of weaponry against him, and that's just very tactically wise. And when repaired, he could consider Stuke to support against the T-34. He could also consider Austrian, subdue the infantry. Of course, just going for another Panzer IV. Large segment moving up here to deal with the Osttroppen. 2-2-2. Come on, Dezman, what is wrong with you? You should 2-2-2. Come on, man. It's eating up PopCap that could have been utilised in something else. Alright, Panzer has been turned into Panzerjägers, leaving him more vulnerable to the enemy infantry. So really, at that point, again, he should have gone for Stuke, because right now, getting Panzer on these with the Panzerjägers is not going to help him, because again, he really has to wear out those conscripts. Again, he can't rely on his Osttroppen to do that kind of fighting. And there we go, Veteran 3 about to get wiped. So do they get wiped? Barely. Another T-34 there for Sterling Archer. More armour being brought to the field. Sniper about to get... Why won't Dezman get an MG42 here? Panzer Reserve, good fun grenade there. Ends up retreating though, interestingly enough. Looks like he lost his nerve. Panzer IV setting up, Pioneers ready to support. Austrian reinforcing, healing up. 2-2. Still doing nothing at this rate. It's going to end up being a monument to something. An avant-garde art piece. This is not a scout car. And there we go, he's just mining again. He's just taking the full consequences of Dezman just constantly attacking from the same narrow angle. Demo charges, mines, really. Dezman, attack from any other angle, really. It happens to a lot of players. If they sort of end up having to, start from here, and again, it's Axis in particular, they just keep attacking through here. They just keep on attacking. They never consider going through here and attacking, or even things like longer path attacking through here. It's always here. And we go, one mine went off, Ostrom dead, possibly using them as minesweepers, who knows. Another Panzer almost down there for Dezman. Points being lost, 2-2. Finally, doing something. Animated, at last, by Dezman's will. Of course, the question is for how long? Oh wait, another Panzer IV there arriving for Dezman and the 83rd Infantry Division, and he's been cut to ribbons. And he's moving ahead. T-34 ready to flank in behind here. Could it the mine or be drawn into it, I suppose? He's out in the home, getting punished here heavily by the Panzer Force. Could you wipe there, could you wipe? Annihilated. But Dezman is losing ground here to Sterling Archer. His infantry, his tanks pushing ahead there, causing the 83rd to lose ground. Panzer Force joining up here with a Panzerjäger unit before heading towards here. It seems might have been planning actually a flank here against Sterling Archer. But there finally be something going on there, though we need to still be a bit careful about it. Russians also occupying the western fields here. A few mines here from the partisan tank hunters could do quite well. So I wonder what's going on here. He's expecting the next attack here, or what's going on here with Dezman? Right, tank for the front here. And we're catching two conscripts right on the open, T-34 shooting a bit there. Conscripts roaring away. Hard to say what he's planning. Push here, he's going to end up pretty brief and abrupt here, so they encounter the T-34. 2-2. Again, once more forgotten. I really have to wonder why Dezman went for it in the first place, since it's just seen absolutely no usage. Mine went off there with a stray mortar hit. Panzer IV's not really doing much either. Slimming up and getting some conscripts. Ostrom going for the big fuel point there. Shooting here, but there we go. T-34 comes up heroically. Sterling Archer could easily go for another T-34 right now. One, he could go for howitzers, he could go for Katyushas. I mean, really, at this point, Sterling Archer's got plenty of options to deal here with the Dezman. Also manning the flank in case, you know, Dezman does decide to launch a armoured assault through there, though. At this point, I'm not really expecting Dezman to do that. He just doesn't seem to be the type. Oh, mine went off. Looks like field guns are finally going to react a bit there to the possibility of getting flanked as well. Dezman just seems to have lost all speed there with Sterling Archer. Eventually two for the mortar punching. There we go. Comes getting shredded here by the Panzers. And we got a howitzer here on the way now for Sterling Archer. A bit of artillery of the bigger kind. Ostrom Panzer gun is planning to bring in here. Oh, no. Panzer gun is crushed. Why didn't he stop up shoot? Instead he just wasn't he paying attention? Panzer here, another for the tank partisans, and the Ostrom got one there. Oh dear. What is Dezman thinking? I mean, there were some good moves, but now he's actually just seemed to be getting a bit stranger with every passing moment. More Panzer grenadiers. Oh, Panzer IV's finally moving. Could he be finally be changing his axis of attack towards the west here instead of just trying to bash his way through here? Instead, try to attack through here, which again is a lot more open, a lot less mined, a lot less defended. And really, every defence is now sort of pointed towards here. If you could actually conduct a swift enough attack, you would actually breach through here, catch a lot of Sterling Archer's equipment on guard. But oh, straight into the tank hunters with double Panzers, of course. No infantry support. Of course, the thing with double Panzer again, they can do a lot more damage. The T-34 still there as well. Oh dear, Dezman. Oh, Dezman. And there you go, the T-34 moving in. Got a Stuka on the way, finally.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
This is starting to look pretty catastrophic there for Dezman, for the 8013 Infanteriedivision. Panzerfaust for the T-34 76. Conscripts running hits now, continuing to fight. Oh, almost right there by mortar hit. Percent running. Straight into the anti-tank. No, Dezman, what are you doing? 9. Oh, Dezman, why did you do that? Veterans one, but it's too late there, and there we go. Another Panzer IV down.
We have lost a Panzer.
Those anti-tank parts will probably be earning themselves a medal for that. Those yet to use the howitzer, but that might soon be hitting here. So it's got one veteran to 2 T-34, another veteran to North. Large engagement here, mortar crew down again. Mines going off there. Pioneers, Ostrom counter-attacking Panzer Grenadiers. Fighting over here versus anti-tank Panzer. Oh, careful, there's a mine there, I think. 2-2 here. Looks like he's finding something. Stuke is getting machine gun, but I'm not allowed to shoot it. infantry. Covering infantry pulling back across the river. Still raining down here on Dezman's approach. One good hit there, that could be catastrophic. There you go. Pioneers taking heavy losses right past. Defense for engaging field gun, turn around here with Bard. Awesome just charging ahead here. Dezman seems to get a bit desperate. Stuk, nowhere to be seen. Ostrup right, Panzerschreck lost. Sniper firing away, no incendiary explosive rounds. Stuk moving ahead. Still got the anti-tank guns using some explosive rounds on them. Dezman, schnell, schnell. Panzergun is hanging back doing nothing. Almost got one field gun. There we go, field gun crew dead. Tot, kaput. Not sure what those cutters were doing. Stuk almost got a T-Fed fog, still got a field gun turning back there. Still got a field gun. Stuk almost knocked all right. There you go. One T-Fed fog down, but Stuk gets wrecked.
Our Panzer forces have been reduced by 1.
This man's going to have some serious explaining to do there to High Command about the losses he's suffered here. More sniper kills there. Almost got the mortar crew, but there you go. Large Russian force advancing. Panzergun is getting more Panzerschrecks. Helmet off. Sniper dead. Looks like a mine took him out. Panzer was almost like that as well. At this point, Dezman's chances look pretty grim. Armour advantage is Sterling's, artillery advantage is Sterling's, infantry advantage Sterling's, territory advantage Sterling's. Oh, it's just not looking encouraging here. Molotov off to doing some damage, and there you go. Dezman surrenders, realising he's lost, and heading for somewhere the Gestapo can't reach him. So there we go, game over. Bit of a brutal fight here. Dezman did initially alright, but rather failed to sort of adapt his strategy to actually handle upgraded infantry, which again is one of those dangers with Ostrom doctrine and heavy Ostrom usage. If you do not prepare for upgraded infantry in some way or the other, you're going to get beaten. And the thing is, he didn't go for another MD-40 after the first one, which was really strange. Really hurt him. He didn't go for a lot of panzerguns or grenadiers. He just didn't get anything there, and that really left the Ostrom do most of the fighting, and they just can't really match conscript submachine guns, in particular if they have support with Maxims and mortars and so on. There's really that just makes things really more difficult for Dezman. Combine that with the tendency of just attacking head on. No real flanking, no attacking from different angles against Sterling Archer, and that really ultimately much easier for Sterling Archer to defend. That was another big mistake there by Dezman. So, you know, if he had done things those differently, he probably stood a much better chance, but instead he just ended up throwing away tanks and infantry. So that wasn't quite the price. So again, while he was able to sort of get off a good early game to sort of mid-game, after the mid-game though, it rather went down because again his force in terms of composition wasn't quite up for it, and again tactically there just wasn't much there to come out for after. Sterling Archer in their hand kept attacking here and there, strafing, flanking and so on there, make good use of his anti-tank partisans, submachine guns, no rapid conscription, but you know, and even brought in a house, but also make good use of his tanks. Overall kept up good pressure versus Dezman, laid down lots of mines, demo charges overall. I mean, Sterling Archer played quite well and reacted quite well to what Dezman was doing, and actually again went for probably the best doctrine in that sense. Again, conscripts, his reserve army, and thusly got his conscripts upgraded so they could easily dominate the Ostroms. I mean, really well played there by Sterling Archer. So I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave you these own matches. If it did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send me clone up, write some feedback in the comment section. And if you feel like supporting the Propagandacast, do consider donating. Every little bit helps. There are links in the video description as how to do so. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye.